Hello there, this is a message to all the parents and carers of the children that go to schools within the Seckford Education Trust. My name is Jo Morton Brown. I work as an emotional health practitioner, and that's blending different roles into one, from working as a school-based counsellor with secondary schools and sixth form students, also a family support worker at a primary school, and delivering training to adults about mental health in children and young people. I've worked quite closely with the Trust over the years, I'm proud to say, and they've asked me to do this particular message purely because it's really tough doing home learning, and I know that from personal experience of being a mum myself. The message that I want to get across, certainly on their behalf, is that it's going to take time to adjust to this new normal, but you're not on your own. I know that there are the teachers and there are the senior leadership of support, the head teachers that are there to support you. So if you are struggling in any way, then please reach out and ask for help. Just ask for help. Because we've never been in a situation like this before. And the one good thing is that at least we know that it's going to be like this way with home learning until at least mid-February. So at least we know that we've got to find the right routine for us. And I really want us to bear in mind that each and every child is different. Some children may work really good getting all their work done in the morning or of an afternoon, but some children might need to work little and often. And I think that it's just trying to be kind to ourselves. I know as a mum that it is so easy to get so wrapped up in what needs to be done, when actually I think what we need to do is we need to bear in mind, what can our child do? So what I would encourage you to do is to maybe sit down with your child or with your children and to kind of be honest with them, and this is what needs to be done Monday to Friday. You know, the lessons are this is what needs to be done. What can you do? And it's kind of compromising and finding the right, it's negotiation really, and it's finding out what can you do, what can they do, and setting themselves that structure. The good thing with school, kids would never admit this, is that actually they love rules and boundaries because it keeps them safe. And it's just like it at home. And for you as parents, carers, that's what you're going to have to maybe alter is some of these boundaries to kind of incorporate with home learning. And what I would consider for you to do is to consider their workspace, making sure that it's organised, making sure that it's well lit. Obviously, if it's not well lit, then they might squint and get tired quicker. If you don't have the resources that you need, then please do get in touch with the school. It's also about differentiating school and home, because what we're asking our children to do is to bring home their school, bring that learning that they do at school into their home. And their home is hopefully their safe place, is their calm place, is their chill out place. So it's really important that we can kind of try and differentiate when it is school time and when it is home chill out time. And for younger ones at primary school, that might be wearing a particular top. It's one of my favourites, certainly with my child, is wearing a particular top, just like a uniform. It might also be for the older ones where they have a mobile phone, actually putting it out of sight, out of mind, hopefully, where they'll next get their phone when it's either a break, a lunch, after school, or if actually they've done a really good piece of work that actually you deserve this. So it's just trying to find out what works best for you and for your family. And bearing in mind that we're not teachers. You have to train to become a teacher. We're not teachers. So by creating these rules and these kind of expectations, we need to be fair. Okay, we just need to be fair to them and to us, because it's hard. Parenting's changed. It changed last year and it's going to continue into 2021 with this change in kind of parenting. But we're not to be the teachers. They're still there, not being in person, but they're still there. I'd also want you to maybe consider that if your child was to get this piece of work done, or if they was to actually have a good day with their homeschooling and their lessons, then actually here's a reward. And that reward might be their phone, it might be able to go on their gaming device, it might be, I don't know, food or something. But it's getting them to realise that the reward comes after the work. So they work hard for their reward, and it's delaying that gratification. I think sometimes that it's just so easy to kind of do it the other way round. So yeah. And just, yeah, I think what we have to bear in mind is that it's going to take time to adjust to find our new normal or our new routine, and that it's having those boundaries and expectations in place, firm but fair, and not in concrete. Okay, things change, and their emotions are going to be really up and down, really up and down. So please be mindful about maybe the language that they're hearing, maybe the conversations that they're hearing, news on the TV, radio headlines, whatever it is, because they'll soak it up, and they'll also pick it up from the parents, the carers, from who they live with. So just be mindful of that, and realising that actually we're in this together. We're in this together, and that it's not going to last like this forever. It's not going to last like this forever. And it's just getting them to sometimes be honest with us about how they're feeling, and whether that's either a code word, whether that's them putting a post-it note in a certain place that if they're feeling worried or sad, that you just know, then try and incorporate that into being open with communication. I think it's really important that we provide them that opportunity to listen and to be heard, and to feel validated with how they may be feeling. Because even if they're not showing it, they're feeling it, and they're carrying it, and it gets heavy. It gets heavy. So yeah, maybe do a list of things to do when you're feeling sad with your children, certainly the younger ones, because it's important that they have an outlet. It's important that they get outside and get some fresh air and stay hydrated and have breakfast and things like that. So, and it's just you being kind to yourselves too. I think we all need a medal as well, because it's adapting of obviously being a parent, trying to, help them as a kind of a teaching assistant, and maybe even working ourselves still at home. So yeah. Anyway, it's been a pleasure doing this video. If you wanted to find out any more of my work, then my YouTube channel, which is created for children and young people between the ages of 10 and 19, is called Flourish, and it's just to promote positive mental health. You've also got the NSPCC. They're a really good website that has further resources of how to have conversations with your children about the coronavirus, so that sense of honesty with them. And you've also got a charity called Young Minds. They're brilliant. They have a parent helpline. So if you had any concerns about the mental health of your child, then their parent helpline is fantastic, and I totally recommend it. Anyway, thank you for your time. Take care and stay safe. Bye.